What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wait What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 116. My name is Bret, aka Enigma911, and today I'm once again joined by Steve with another new Twitter handle of Steve at Monty's World. Steve, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How you doing?
We are good. Thank you for hopping on again. I know this is a little bit like last notice, like, hey, you doing anything on Sunday?
Oh, it's all good, man. I was like, I've been drinking coffee all day. I'm like, I'm gonna stay up for this.
There you go. He's prepped and ready.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
If you guys want to catch this podcast live, go to twitch.tv/Enigma911 every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can join the chat if you're a subscriber over there. We'd love to have you in on the conversation. If you can't catch it live, that's A-OK. It's broken out topic by topic and put as one big video and MP3 for your amusement on the following Friday on podcast services and YouTube as well. Last but not least, hashtag ad merch store. Get all your swag over there. T-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more. Rep the brand, support us, and we would love you for it. So yes, Steve's back on. And for those of you guys who have been watching or listening to the podcast for a while, when Steve's on, there's a 99.9% chance that we're going to talk about wrestling. So we're talking wrestling today. So if you're not a wrestling fan, you're like, ah, shit, another week of this crap. Okay, no. We're talking wrestling today.
Any Bob Saget fans? No?
I know. That was like out of nowhere. Jeez, R.I.P.
I know.
Dang.
I know.
Him and Betty
Was
already. Just
I didn't know he was 65. That surprised me.
yeah, that's pretty young. Like, jeez, nuts.
Yeah.
2022. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Off to a start. Good
Yeah.
start. Bad start.
Yeah. Hey. So Papa Griffin chat is on the wrestling bandwagon. He says definitely wrestling talk, no sports entertainment. I have to be like, we're gonna talk a little bit about WWE. This topic one is kind of just like a big overlay of, at least as of recording, what the fuck is going on in the wrestling world, because there's a lot of things going on, and I guess because we talked about sports entertainment, we'll just get that out of the way. Mickie James is in the WWE Royal Rumble, the Impact Knockouts champion, who retained last night. Congrats. What the fuck?
No.
Are we just righting wrongs from trash bags, or I don't know. That's kind of cool.
No, it's interesting. It really is. You know, it's you go from Twitter beefs and for what that's worth to I'll be there, and it's like what just happened? Like,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people who are like, "Oh, you were just shitting on the company, but good for you. You're making that bank now." Like,
yeah, yeah. The whole announcement of Empower was like, we're gonna do this. We're
right.
we believe in this, and we're willing to do this. And it's like, well, you just said that, and then a few months later, I'm lost.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I can definitely understand from that point, like, ooh, that's a little weird. I don't know, maybe it's just me and my excitement of like, what the hell is happening right now? Because obviously WWE, we know you don't talk about anybody, you don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like when they talked about TNA on the WWE Network for the first time. Like, what the fuck? They just the Edge and Christian show? Like, what?
And then they started having like Dixie Carter do
the interview stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's weird. Will it lead to anything? Probably not. Like, there's a lot of people on Twitter like, "Oh, just calm down. This is nothing." And I'm like, I know, but let me be a little excited.
I know. I was kind of surprised Deanna lost last night because I kind of figured she'd win, and then Mickie would just go do her thing in WWE, and they were kind of trying to play that hype thing for the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It just no, she won. Mickie won. So
yeah, I mean, it makes sense a little. Yeah, either to show up with that, but then again, is the Rumble like nobody really shows up on anything if they're just running down? Like if she's one or two, right. But like, are we gonna see Dana run down with a 24/7 title and be like, oh, anybody with the tag belts? I don't know.
No.
But like maybe that's part of the deal too. Like, hey, we'll let Mickie do this. Like they've already said, they made it a prominent thing to say that she was the Knockouts champion, and like everybody's obviously cross promoting on Twitter and stuff. Like Impact's made a pretty good deal for themselves to be like, hey, we're getting our name out there.
They win in all this. Yeah,
Exactly, 100%. Have you seen like how many people they've worked with this past year? They've worked AEW, they've worked WWE now, NWA. Like, good for them, fucking getting their name out there.
Oh yeah. And do you think it stops at just Mickey, or do you think we get like the Inspiration and a few others? What do you think?
See, that's tough because obviously WWE, we're in quite a pickle now with all these releases. We don't have a lot of ladies around, as we can see. We already have, however many returning faces with Lita and Michelle and Kelly and Summer Rae already making the returns. It's like, okay. And in the past, like, those would have been surprises. Like, you wouldn't announce that. So that's interesting, like, that you would announce these ones. Who shows up? Like, with all the releases, I don't know. Like, their women's roster is lacking. Papa Griff says that would be dirty if they show up. That would be like, that's a shaky ground too. Like, how does everybody feel? Like, we got released from there. Oh, now we're gonna go back and do business for you. Like,
I know.
Unless it's money. Like, I mean, everybody says never say never in like fucking WWE and anywhere in wrestling. I guess like people come back after. Oh, you killed my mom or whatever. I don't know. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's tough. It would be really interesting, and I'd love to see it. I just don't know. I don't know. Because, like, everybody, once again, on Twitter is, like, fantasy. Like, oh, so-and-so should cross over here. Like, Trey Miguel should reunite with MSK. Or Ricochet could go do a program there. But I don't think that's realistically going to happen. Unless, like, WWE's been selling all these people or releasing them to get money to buy Impact, but that's a whole fucking thing down there. I don't know. So I'm gonna lean towards no, but it's the Rumble. Crazier things have happened.
My original thought was that maybe it was to try and take advantage of the opportunity since AEW and Impact aren't really like doing a lot right now.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe they were trying to slip in and kind of take that momentum. But I think some, dirt sheet writers have already debunked that for what that's worth. So who knows?
Right.
Who knows? I heard something about, they were saying that Laurinaitis reached out to Tony Khan, I guess, and they're going to try and do like some sort of deal with a like a project coming up or something. Did you hear anything about that?
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but who knows? Yeah.
Everything's just crazy. And speaking of crossover, we potentially have limitless crossover now with the Ring of Honor talent, Ring of Honor RIP, as of New Year's, all free from their contracts. So we've already seen a little bit of crossover with Hard to Kill last night. We had John Grissom defending his title against Chris Sabin, retaining there. And we had a bunch of Ring of Honor guys show up as well with Mike Bennett, Taven, PCO, I think his name is, and then Maria, and then maybe one other dude. Yeah. So we're already seeing a little bit of invasion there. Obviously, Lethal's over in AEW, so got a lot of potential,
It's interesting.
Going around.
Did you see Danhausen's video?
I haven't seen his video. I saw he put out like job applications today, and it was like hamburgers and root beer.
Yeah. He did this. You know how all these guys have been doing these videos, like hyping their appearance, their upcoming, like what they're doing. They're escaping prison. I think Buddy Murphy did that, and Moxley did that. I think he was like the first one. And they're all escaping prison. It's as well produced.
Yeah.
Danhausen's got one on his Twitter of him leaving some guy's backyard with a fence. He's like, I'm out of prison. He's like, no, you can just open the door. It's fine. I could open this the whole time. Oh, you've got to see it. It's the funniest thing ever. Oh, it's incredible. That guy cracks me up.
Yeah, he's doing really well for like selling himself. Obviously, he's already made the impact with AEW, which seems to be the most logical choice of where he's going with, the Gun Club and Ass Boys over there. But we'll have to see. Papa Griffin chat is saying Vince for the Laurinaitis thing. Vince probably trying to get in on the Owen Hart deal. Try and clean that up a little bit. Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
Possible. Yeah. It's the only footage they're missing, really.
True. Still haven't checked out Danhausen, Papa Griff. I definitely recommend it. He has a out of character interview, I believe, with CVV. That's really good. But yeah, he's highly entertaining. It takes a little bit getting used to the character and his phrasing. But yeah, he's a good laugh. Let's see what else we got going on. Well, flipping over to AEW, we got one of the nastiest dislocations ever on TV. How that wasn't broken or anything. Oh God.
I didn't see it when it happened. I don't know if I was just looking down or what. Maybe I was doing something because I do like fantasy basketball with my friends and stuff. So
yeah.
I'm like, I look up and I'm like, what happened with Phoenix? So I went back and looked. I'm like, oh my God. Horrible. I don't know why he put his arm down like that.
I kind of understand and I kind of don't because,
yeah,
we practice Taekwondo. We do a little bit of ground takedowns, etc. I get it, a break fall situation.
Right,
just like they flat back all the time. You want to put your arm out to catch yourself. And I've been guilty of that. Somebody's throwing me. I'm going to put my arm down. I've been told not to do that from time to time.
Right.
Now I see why. So it could have been that. It could have been the
way it twisted. That's the thing. Yeah.
He just went too far. I
know. Yeah. That's what I figured. If he did that, it'd be maybe like at least even or flat.
Yeah.
With the way he did it, though, it was like almost like he
reached back. Yeah.
That's what threw me off. I was like, why do you do that?
Yeah. So my guess is the break fall. I don't know. I'd have to look back. I know obviously Luchasaurus followed through with the choke slam. I don't know if it was a weight of... I don't think Luchasaurus put his weight on him, but maybe it was the situation of that body weight also going into it that led to that. Or just, the reaching out. But God, that looked nasty.
I wonder because... I know. I wonder if it's because Luchasaurus didn't get him at the center of the table. You know what I mean? Kind of got him off to the side. So I wonder if maybe Phoenix's positioning was off, or
because with him hitting the table later on the side, that side could go more. I could say,
that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. But
it
was not pretty.
No, that was big yikes. But glad to hear it's just a dislocation. Seems like he's doing a-okay. So thank God there.
Yeah, really. What a talent that guy.
Yeah,
he's incredible.
Yeah, insane.
He's incredible. He doesn't have to say a word.
No.
He just does it. I mean, he's unbelievable, that guy. And then he's got what's his face? Alex, the translator.
Oh, Abrahantis, yep.
Yeah, I get a kick out of him.
Yeah, I
like him.
Yeah. So we got that scary injury, and then not as scary, but unfortunately we got Jake Atlas suffering a knee injury on his second match in Rampage. He was doing fantastic. I remember seeing him a little bit in NXT. But nothing like that. So glad he's able to get some momentum for himself. Seems like he's also okay. So hopefully we'll see him back in the swing.
He used to tag with Jungle Boy years ago.
I believe so. Or they're just really good friends. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm thinking WG, but I could be wrong on that. But yeah.
Yeah. So interesting night for them over there with those back to back. And the weird power outages. What are we doing? Are we going to pull the trigger on this, or are we just turning the lights off mid-match for nothing? That was...
I like them when there's a purpose.
Yeah.
But the Malachi match was a little strange to me. I was like, unless if there's something I don't know about, that was a little, like... So all of a sudden they just switch spots. I'm like, I don't know. What am I missing here?
Yeah.
It was weird.
I don't know. I get the fall. I get the adjustment with Pillman and him and the hook kick. I get that. That's fine. But yeah, the switch was weird. So it was like, obviously there's got to be something with Phoenix and Penta that we're going to set up. Is Brody coming out there? And then the random light off during the match to lead to nothing. And then all the talents on the apron, or the stage. We're going to loom on them for a while. Papa Griff saying Brody was supposed to show up maybe audible when Ray got hurt. I could understand that.
Right.
I can understand that. I feel like they could have still pulled it off. Like maybe they attack Jungle Express instead. Like, get attention away from Ray. I get it. It's like heat of the moment. Like, oh shit, Ray's hurt. And then like this the weird adjustment. Doesn't go as smooth. So maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that plays out.
But they did that like a couple weeks ago. Remember, did you watch the Ring of Honor pay-per-view?
No, I did not, unfortunately.
Okay. After the Briscoes match, the lights go out, FTR comes out, and it was a whole thing, right? So then the following week, the lights went out on AEW, and Sting and Darby are there, and it's like, well,
Yeah, that's not who we're expecting here.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just confusing, and we still haven't seen the Briscoes. So I'm like, what's going
Right.
on? They're talking crap to each other online? So I'm
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I get it if it was like maybe a New Year's thing, because I think that's officially when the contracts were done.
Right.
But like, yeah, even still, odd choice for some of these
Yeah.
lighting problems.
Yeah.
And then let's see what else we got over here. AEW, we got our first kind of big release, or at least departure. We got Big Swole taking her leave, not resigning, and then we got a whole somewhat drama storm over there. What are your thoughts on this whole thing? I know we've talked about it a little bit off stream, off podcast, but yeah.
I'm gonna skirt around this one.
Okay.
I think that could have all been resolved if they had just gotten on the phone with each other and discussed it.
Yeah.
This Twitter thing, putting it out there, and then you have people trying to give their opinion on things they don't understand or don't. You know, it was just became this whole thing that could have been resolved by a phone call.
Yeah, or even just an omission of one sentence.
Yeah.
I think would have been fine. One party was fine. The other, totally fine. Let's sell tonight. But then that just a little extra of like, oh, she wasn't a good wrestler. Why say that? You hired her for a reason. You could have just let bygones be bygones. Like, oh god, just like.
But they both left on good terms. I felt like they didn't really say anything.
Right.
Swole said, "Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
You know, we mutually decided," and it was kind of left at that. And then where did this all come from?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm a mixed bag. Like, I agree with what she's saying, but then I'm also like, you guys do really well with your variety, and representation. And it's just like, ew. It's just a gross situation, I guess, that could have been not needed.
Yeah. No, I encourage anybody who's like really got questions about that or wants to understand more to listen to what Mark Henry said.
Okay.
He was on
was it Busted
Open?
Okay.
Yeah, last week I think it was. Yeah, it had to have been. And he was kind of going through it and breaking it down, and I thought he did a really good job.
Okay.
But as somebody who's inside the business, kind of getting his perspective as somebody who's worked at different companies, I think that's probably like your best go-to for that sort of information.
All right. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
And then I guess my last like topical short thing, I guess we got the final nails in the coffin of the black and gold brand of NXT.
Oh, do we ever?
Way more releases. We got Regal gone. We got Road Dogg gone. We got Samoa Joe gone again. Timothy Thatcher. Danny Burch. Scotty Duhati left on his own accord, but there's that. Like, oh, sorry. We got Braun Breaker kicking the literal logo apart.
Yeah, that was a bad sign of things to come.
Yeah.
That was a bad sign.
So, there goes the final little piece of my heart off to the graveyard to die away. I don't know. I hope the best for Dunn and Ciampa. I guess they did dark matches on SmackDown. Hopefully they can find something they're happy with. Obviously, Dunn re-signed recently, so there's that. But obviously that doesn't mean anything either with releases, so we'll see.
Yeah. That was an interesting choice on his part to re-sign.
Yeah.
I guess, it gets in a way, it's guaranteed money, or for now, as long as it doesn't get released.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, Papa Griff, we'll have to see if that SmackDown dark match goes anywhere. I know Dunn's been in Rumbles before. I don't recall Ciampa being in Rumbles, so I'd be excited to see him pop up there. But it's a matter of time will tell. Obviously, Braun's got the NXT belt. Fucking Mandy's got the women's belt. Toxic Attraction have the tag belts. Imperium, which is good, has the men's tag. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the fate of all these people is. Where does Io go? Where does MSK go? Where does Raquel go? Like, yay. I don't know.
How do you feel about, as a guy who's been watching NXT longer than I have, how do you feel about the 2.0?
I watched the first 2 weeks of it because I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of it, and maybe it's, just me being a begrudging old man on my porch. Like, this isn't how it should be.
Yeah.
I do like Braun. I think Braun has won me over. I like his confidence. I like his skill set. Carmelo Hayes is another one that, like, has won me over. I think that's a fantastic move. I don't know about the unification of the belts, but whatever. Then there's a lot of people who I'm like, either they still need to win me over, or I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Cora has to win me over still. I know she had the high spot in War Games, which, you know, good for you. You look like scary as shit dropping on your shoulder, but whatever. Tony D'Angelo is an absolute moron, and I hate that gimmick. Oh, I'm Italian. Yeah, we're down in the streets of New York. Just fucking no. I hate
they
this.
have a thing for doing things like years later than they should.
Yes.
You know, that's like Goodfellas or Sopranos. It's been 20-something years at this point. Like,
yeah. We have new girls, like, I think her name's Tiffany, who's just like Paris Hilton, essentially. Like, oh, my dad buys me everything. Blah, blah, blah. Her debuting recently. We got this new girl in fucking pajamas, just fucking sleeping. Like, what? So, I don't know. I get, like, the whole transfer, like, what you're trying to do as a business. Yeah. But, yeah, like Papa Griff said, NXT kicked ass, and now they're kind of wrecking it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I don't think we're the audience.
No,
you know,
we're not.
I don't. And I don't believe, I'm not a big believer in putting your developmental people on television.
Okay, yeah.
Keep them off, get them experience, and then put them on TV.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of this whole, if they want to do this, maybe put them on the network or whatever again.
Right, yeah, transfer back to that, back to old.
But they're not going to turn in the money from USA, so.
Right, yeah, which I don't know how they feel as a network of like how that's going, but that's not my business.
Exactly, yeah.
Papa Griff also brings up one more topic that has to do with current day. Any theories of where Bucks and formerly known as Undisputed Era, where's that going? Any thoughts on that, Steve?
I wish they had Strong.
Okay.
I wish they had Strong. I don't know. I hope it's sooner than later, though. I'm kind of getting burned out from the Bucks and Cole dynamic at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I like both in their own separate, thing, but in their own separate like units, but together, this kind of cheesy little thing they've got going on here. I'm not feeling it.
Okay, interesting.
I'm not feeling it. I want to see Adam Cole break out.
Okay. Fair. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see where this is going. Obviously, like everybody thinks, Kenny and Bucks versus, Undisputed will happen. Obviously, Kenny's medical status is up in the air, so I don't know where that will go. I don't know. I'm fine with them. I think I'm the opposite of you. I like Cole with the Bucks because they're just being doofuses. But then again, I'm a big Brandon Cutler fan doing what he's doing right now, and I know a lot of people are like,
Oh, yeah. We're definitely opposites then.
Well, I love it. It's just stupid. It's stupid comedy. Like, Cutler's committing to it. And
that's true.
I liked him when he was on the losing streak, too. I was like, this guy's great. So
that's true. I can't argue with that.
So, yeah, I don't know. I like that. But, yeah, it is weird that, like, now that Red Dragon is here, you obviously have the tension there. But if Kenny's not able to come back, who's either filling this spot with the Bucks or, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Per se. So I don't know where this goes from here. It's interesting. I'll say that. Obviously, they're feuding with best friends currently, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I will say this, random sidebar note. Red Dragon's theme, no, I'm not feeling
not
it.
Like that.
No.
Yeah.
Not a fan. But yeah, that's topic one. Just a quick smorgasbord of what the hell is going on in the wrestling world, because there is a lot going on.